guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha. This is the Budget Mum UK, and today we are looking at my debt to date, my plan to pay off £5,000 worth of debt within 6 months, what that looks like, and where we are right now. You are very, very welcome. Come on in. Right guys, so if you are new here, this channel is for you if you are interested in all things to do with budgeting, finance, cash stuffing, savings, debt, sort of getting rid of, if you like, living a pretty good life with, you know, and having to spend too much money, but still having a decent lifestyle. So if you think that's for you, then I would absolutely love it if you would consider joining us and subscribing. It is free, which is our favourite price, and of course you would be absolutely very, very welcome. This community is amazing. If you are already subscribed, then you will know already how much I love you, and so thank you. So I've been promising this video for quite a while. Really what I want to look at is my debt to date, my starting point, how much I've got already in my debt repayment envelope, and what my plan is really for going forward for the next 6 months to pay off £5,000. So let's start with the first and foremost thing, my plan. Because I've got a plan in place, things have already started to escalate with that. I've already started to make movements, and I'll explain those as I go through. But I just thought it's a reasonable amount to try and get rid of. If you are new here, I am a single mum on a very low income. I gave up a full-time teaching job to spend more time with the children, and for other various reasons as well. I've set myself up as a private tutor. I occasionally do a bit of consultancy work. So my income's quite sporadic. I have lots of little side hustle-y things going on, including Etsy stores, books, music, lots of other things as well, and I'll go into those. But really this is my plan, to pay off what I know I will consistently be able to pay off, so with my basic minimum wage, basically. Hope that makes sense. So let's have a look where we are right now. Okay, so at the start of this year I had £5,000 worth of debt. Now I managed to move a lot of my envelopes around, sort things out, and just get myself set up for the start of the year, which meant I had a surplus of £500, there or thereabouts. I'm just sort of bringing you up to speed quite quickly, which I could put towards my Very account and my credit card, which basically I did that. So that's my credit card payment and my Very account, and that pretty much brought me up to where I am at the moment, which leaves me with £4,500 as of today, and that's all been consolidated into one loan that I've got at the moment. So my plan is to pay off a bit over the next 6 months. When I look at that in a bulk, like £4,500, I feel like that's a lot, but when I suppose when you break it down over 6 months, I'll have a look at what actually is over 6 months. So that's the equivalent of £750 a month. Now, if you were watching in January, you know I set myself a target of trying to get, I said a minimum of £500 and ideally £1,000 towards my debt envelope. Now I'm going to count the amount of money I've got in my debt envelope right now, because I'm just going to move it over to a different one. I honestly don't know how much is in it, and whilst I do that, I'm just going to update my debt tracker as well. And then from there, I've also set myself another target, similar for February, again, minimum of £500 towards my debt. Now, if I keep doing it that way, straight away I'm behind, because I can see that there's £750. Now, let me just pull that down. I feel like by setting myself a minimum, I won't feel like I've failed if I don't get there, but if I give myself a maximum of 1,000, or an ideal amount of 1,000 if you like, then I've got a little bit of wiggle room, so I feel like I've achieved. I'm quite a positive mindset kind of person, so I go from there. So at the moment, the money that I put in my debt account has only come from my Etsy store or any other little like side hustles or anything I've had left over to be able to go into my sinking funds. However, in a moment I'll tell you about my extra plan to pay off the rest of this money. So this is my current debt repayment envelope. It's going to get transferred over into this one, which is going to go into my new binder, and I honestly have no idea how much I put in it. I just kept stuffing it. I just thought it'd be fun to like do it together anyway. So we've got, I'm going to start with the 20, so that's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, so that's 520 there, so I've already hit my minimum. So this is just for January. I've got 520 just for January, which I'm really happy about because I've hit that minimum. I would have liked it to have been more, of course I would. So that's my minimum, this is my actual. I've already started for February's, that's already started going into my account, into my savings. But I've now got 520 that I can physically put in front of my tracker. So let me just go and adjust my tracker. So if I could take a quick look at my financial goals, obviously I've got my short-term goals, which may mention funding my car insurance. But I've got my medium-term goals. I actually initially put it for the next 3 to 5 years, which was to pay off all my debt of £4,500. So I've sort of pushed myself along a little bit because I really want to try and get to this bit. So if I don't get it in the next 6 months, then that's not a hardship, but I do think it's quite possible, and I'll show you why in a second. So just looking at my savings and things I've got in there. Sinking funds as well. So my debt balance, because I can now take that 520 off. No, it's effectively just around about here. The great thing about having these kind of charts is that you can visually see the money chipping away, and when you consider each time it gets chipped away, and by the time I get some more over here, like the scale of that will be massive, and I think it's such a good motivator as well. So I'm really, really happy with that going forward. Just checking these sinking funds. So even though I have my sinking funds set up, at the moment my priority is getting rid of that debt. But because I've now got some massive changes coming in terms of my income, starting from March, I'm hopeful, I'm confident everything's going to start adjusting. So let me just show you quickly my plan of how I'm going to pay the rest of this off. Alright, so say if I continue in the same vein for every month, January, February, March, April, May and June, and if I continue to hit £500 every single month, let's see how much that is. That's a total of £3,000, which is actually, even though each month I'm only 250 short, by the time you clock all that up, it's the equivalent of an extra £1,500. Now, I've been working on a lot of new side hustles, some of which I've yet to share with you, but I have got a video coming out about that in the next, hopefully in the next week, on how that's going to help me chip away towards an extra £250 each month. The other thing that I've got going on is that I'm going to be selling lots of things on different, like Facebook Marketplace. I've not yet looked at Vinted, but I have got lots of things for Vinted ready to go. We've got eBay, And the other thing is I've like taken on extra work and extra consultancy work, extra students. So there's that. And the other thing is I've actually put my fees up. So if you watched the video the other week, you'll know that as a self-employed person, I've now put my fees up, and it's actually had zero impact on the amount of students. In fact, I've got an increase in students, but I'm now getting extra money from doing exactly the same job. So I feel like that's all going to help towards going towards my extra debt. The big one here is going to be my side hustles, and as I say, I've got a few exciting things coming in, including some passive income. So I'm really looking forward to sharing those with you. Even if I just get from each of these £250 a month, that's going to chip away, and I'm confident it's going to be more than that because I know what's coming up. I know I've got some great ideas lined up. So basically, this is my plan for the next 6 months. I am confident it's going to be eradicated. I'm confident I'm going to be in the best place. I'm confident I'm going to be debt-free in 6 months. I'm ready to start my saving journey for my new house. There you go. So I hope you found this useful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to see you joining me on this journey. Have a great day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.